Good morning. It is Monday, the start of a new week, and I have no idea what this week holds. Well, the beginning of the week, the end of the week is going to be pretty busy. Um, Friday night is prom, so I think Michael's gonna get his tux today after school. So we've got prom on Friday, and then my sister's wedding reception on Saturday, and then Saturday night, I asked my sister if I could keep my nephew after the wedding because he's about to become a big brother, and I thought we would take him to a park. When we went to that first Friday, that in the vlog you would have seen from this past weekend, when we went to the preservation table when they let Connor pet the turtle, they gave us a pamphlet of all sorts of activities and stuff that are going on from now till like the middle of May. So I thought, well, let's take Kindle and we'll take him and show him some stuff, take him to one of the parks that we've never been to before. So we're going to do that on Sunday. So we have another very busy weekend, but probably a slow week because we have such a busy weekend. So we'll see. I don't know what we'll get done. I know I have to work on Gary's water bottle and Killian's water bottle, and then Felix, my best friend's son, his birthday is on the 17th, so I have to get his cup. I'm making him a cup for his birthday with his name on it in Russian. His mother is from Russia, so they speak Russian in their house a lot. So I'm putting his name in Russian on there. And I did that for his birthday shirt that she had me make for him. So I've got lots of business stuff to do this week. So hopefully that'll get done. Good afternoon. It is a little after 4. It is Tuesday. I didn't record anything the rest of yesterday. And I don't even know why not. I just got busy kind of doing stuff. I've been working on glittering a whole bunch of keychains. I'm trying to use up some glitter. I have a couple types of glitter that I don't know where I got them, so I can't like market them to sell my products with because I don't know where I got them from. So if I run out, I can't get more. Or I mixed a couple things together, so I can't like redo it. So I'm trying to use up those just to kind of get rid of those colors. I also have a lot of glitter. Oh my gosh, I have a lot of glitter, but I still don't have enough. Since it's right here, I'll show you. I made swatches of all my glitter. So I've got my blues, my greens, then I've got red and neons, the mixes, and purple and pinks, and what's in the middle? Oh, and my orange and yellows. And then on the back, I have all the specialty ones that are like shapes. I've got shamrocks and unicorns and stars and hearts and flowers. And I have a few. I'm still, let's see, how many more did I just get the other day? 6 and 8. I've got them over there so I can count. So I have 8 more, and one of them is mermaids. Oh my gosh, they're so stinking cute. So I have mermaid glitter now. So I have been working a lot with business stuff. But I guess I can go ahead and say this now since it won't be posted before. I don't think. No, I'll have to make sure I don't. So my sister got married on December 1st in Vegas. And so it was just his family. They live out that way. So it was just a few members of his family that were there for their wedding. So they were planning a big reception. Well, that reception is this Saturday. And so there's going to be a DJ, food, everything you would have at a typical reception, cake, all that kind of stuff, first dance, that thing. So they're going to have all of that without the, wedding part. So So I was talking to my mom today, and I said, I kind of feel bad for them that because they're not having a traditional wedding, they don't have like a best man and maid of honor speech, that they won't have that. And my mom said, well, she was thinking about standing up and saying something about Haley, that she'd been watching some like bridal shows, David Tutera, wedding shows or something, and she was like, and I see the moms do it a lot and stuff like that. And I was like, but you have so much that you're doing. I said, I don't know. I said, do you want me to do it? I said, because I thought about, maybe I should do it as, her big sister, which she has a couple of us. But I thought, well, I know that Miguel's like cousin is like his best friend. So I told my mom, I said, well, what if I contact him through Facebook and see if I can't get him to do like a best man type speech, and I'll do like a maid of honor speech, and we'll kind of surprise them with these at their wedding. My mom was like, that was a great idea. So I go to Miguel's Facebook page, and I'm like searching through all of his friends. Thankfully it was published, because him and I are friends. So I go to the G's, and there's only one George on there. So I'm like, fingers crossed this is the right one. So I message him, and like, I hope you're the right George and that you're Miguel's cousin. I'm Haley's sister. And so I told him the idea, and he's like, I think that's a great idea. I'm in. Let's do this. I'm like, great. I can't wait to meet you. So excited, except for the fact that I have to first write a speech, and then I have to say it in public, and I hate public speaking. But I love my sister more, so I guess I'll get over it. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna do that on Saturday. Thankfully a lot of it'll be my family, so I don't mind speaking in front of my family. It's the strangers part that I mind. However, my sister does have a lot of friends coming, and I don't know a whole lot of Miguel's family. I know his mom and his aunt and his grandma and his stepdad, and I think that's it. I think that's all of his family I've met. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of people that I don't know that'll make me nervous, but here's hoping it goes okay. So now I have to write a speech. I brought it on myself, right? Oh boy. So anyways, tonight's dinner is a burrito casserole. And I was watching I follow a couple of other YouTubers that are like big families. And one of the moms was making this recipe, and I'm not even sure if it was her recipe or one somebody sent her, because she had kind of posted, hey, give me some recipes, your best recipe ideas. And so she got a ton, and so she's been using a lot of those. So I can't remember whether it was theirs or not. But as I was watching, I was like, I should do this, I should do that. So I have kind of concocted my own recipe. I don't know, it may actually exist out there, but I'm not following a recipe. I wrote it all down on a little piece of paper as I was watching it. So I am going to take 1 can of nacho cheese soup, Campbell's makes it, and put that on the bottom of a casserole dish. So if you don't want to use like a ready-made soup, you can just make like a cheese sauce. Even an Alfredo sauce would maybe work, but I'm trying to make it Mexican flavored, so I wanted the nacho flavors with the spices. But I guess you could just add it to an Alfredo sauce if you wanted to do that, or you can make it from scratch. So then I'm going to make like a filling mixture with ground beef, which for us will be meat crumbles, because we don't actually use the ground beef or ground turkey or whatever you use, with some taco seasoning, some cooked rice, refried beans, a little bit of tomatoes, and some sauteed onions. And then put those in the tortillas, which I'm going to use my soft taco size tortillas that I get from Costco, because we still have a ton. I didn't even go back the beginning of April. I got them, let's see, did I get them the beginning of March or the middle of March? I can't remember when I went to Costco, but I bought a bunch, and I still have like 2 huge packs of them frozen. I think I bought 4 that time. So I have plenty. So I'm going to make that mix, put it in the tortillas, roll them all up, put them on top of the cheese sauce that's in the bottom of the casserole dish, and then sprinkle like a cheese blend on top. I'm not sure what I have in my fridge, but any kind of cheese blend would work, even just cheddar cheese if you want to just do that, or like a Monterey Jack blend, or cheddar and Monterey on top, whatever, just sprinkle it on top. I don't have, but I should have bought green onions, because some chopped up green onions or chives on top would have been really delicious. So I don't have any of those, but if you're watching this and looking for a recipe, add green onions to yours. And you can remove the sauteed onions, because I didn't have the green onions, so that's why I'm putting sauteed onions in the burritos. But either way, you can use both, whatever. And then I'm gonna bake it 350, probably about 30 minutes. It won't take too long, because it's basically just melting the cheese, because everything's going to be cooked already. The rice is going to be cooked. The meat will be cooked and seasoned. So it's just kind of making everything blend together really well. So probably just about 30 minutes. If I change that at all, I'll edit the time here and put a little thing in the corner that tells you how long I cooked it for. So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna have for dinner. My son just walked outside and started shouting hi to somebody. Whatever. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do for dinner tonight. I'm gonna serve it with a little salad and some salsa and sour cream, and I'll probably give them a little bit of extra cheese, because sometimes they just like the cold cheese on top, rather than all just the melted cheese too. So that is going to be burrito casserole that I'm gonna make for dinner tonight. So off to the kitchen. So it is 10:30 Tuesday evening. Oh boy. So we gave Belle a bath tonight. I mentioned her on Friday. She is our golden something mix. I don't know. She was abandoned on the road when she was about 6 to 8 weeks old. And our neighbor found her and knew we were looking for a dog. So she was like, "Do you guys want her?" We're like, "Yes." So we've had her since she was a baby. And she's the same age as Matthew. So he's just like a couple months older than she is. In human years, of course. In dog years, she's 84. And she's not doing so well. She's having a really rough time. We think she may have had like a little mini stroke or something at one point last week or late the week before. I hear her moving. I may have to go take her out. But her back left leg, it just isn't working right. She can't, instead of her leg staying like this, it stays in towards the other leg, so she's constantly falling over on this side when she's trying to walk. So she pretty much just stays laying down. She doesn't seem like she's in any pain until she tries to get up, and then it's like it's just sore. You know, she's got like arthritis kind of stuff. Now last summer, you know, she was fine. She was doing really well. It's just all of a sudden, kind of gone downhill. She gets real bad hot spots, which is really common for golden retrievers. And she has been gnawing at this patch on her back so badly that she's like made it bleed and has sores. And we have like this spray stuff we put on it, and she'll just lick it right off, so it doesn't even get time to work. So we gave her a bath, and then I cut out all of that matted up hair. So she has a nice, lovely haircut. So many bald patches where she's just chewed the hair right out. So that's not good. But, the kids are having a really rough time with it because it's their... We lost a cat when, Connor was born. Right after Connor was born. And we had that cat only for 3 years, I want to say. 3 or 4 years that we had him. But he was an older cat still. Yeah. So, I don't like to talk about this, but it is what it is. It's life. So I told the kids that we need to take some pictures with Belle. Like some farewell photos, stuff that they'll have as memories with her. So we took her out front because it was a nice sunny evening. So we took her out front before we gave her the bath. And the haircut, thankfully. And just loved on her and took some nice photos. And I'll insert those in here too. Oh, but where, I don't know. It's so hard. I think the kids, my oldest was like 6 when we got her. So all my other kids, they were 4, 2.5, and a baby. They don't really remember life without her, life before her. None of them really do. So it's pretty challenging. Amy, hard for them. It makes me want to get rid of all of the animals and just never have another animal again. It sucks. So I don't know. Gary and I have kind of had to try and talk and figure out, how long are we gonna let her be like this? We want her to try and go peacefully here at home where we all are, where she feels comfortable. But we also don't want it to drag on for weeks, months, and with her possibly suffering. So, I don't know. We're just going to kind of take it day by day. We got her some wet dog food and some joint medicine stuff, like little chews to help with her joints. So we'll see how she does, but it sucks. It sucks. So, Gary's got Killian. I can see them on the monitor. So they're sleeping, and I'm just gonna glitter a hippo. That's what this one is. I have a bunch. So I'm just gonna work on glittering some more keychains, watching crap TV, whatever. So, death is not easy for kids. I know it's not easy for a lot of adults, but it's more painful. I mean, I'm gonna be sad to see her go, but I know she'll be at peace. But I'm gonna be more upset when my kids are upset, and I can't fix it, and I can't make it all better. And that's the hard part. Are you getting some rubs? Did you see Bobo?
Gillian.
She's like, I may be old, but I still like my belly rubbed.
We all like belly rubs.
Good morning. It is Wednesday, right? It's Wednesday.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Wednesday. It's Wednesday morning. It is April 10th. You what?
I'm freaking.
Oh, I see. So Michaela had a doctor's appointment this morning, so we're leaving that. And then Matthew has one this afternoon, so I'm basically just going home in between appointments for a couple hours to get the kids lunch and naps. That's my day. I can't even remember what's on the menu for dinner tonight, but I already decided I'm just gonna make macaroni and cheese because it's quick and I have extra cheese and I have extra pasta from my Costco trip last month. So I'm like, you know what, I'll just do that because I know I don't have macaroni and cheese on the menu at all. So yeah, we're gonna have macaroni and cheese for dinner. I won't be home until like 6:15, so it's gonna be a long day. So I'm gonna make the macaroni and cheese before I leave, and then that way the kids have it whenever they want to eat dinner because they'll also watch Connor for us.
It feels like Friday.
Stays home Friday.
Yeah.
I don't think it feels like a Friday.
Maybe it's just because I want it to be the weekend so bad.
Oh yes, because we do have such a busy weekend. Yeah, I don't know that I will get much of anything done other than dinner today. I have to get a load of laundry done. I think that's it. How is your clothes sorting going?
It's going.
So, Michaela has
Too many clothing.
She has enough clothing to open a store. Like she
Not
could open. You could open up your own small consignment store boutique. You do.
I don't have enough coming in.
You don't have enough variety of sizes. You only have like 4 or 5 sizes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she has so many clothes, and I told her, I said, you know what? They're all like mostly Justice, and what else you have? American Eagle,
Foster, Aeropostale.
yeah, all big like brand name stuff. I said instead of just throwing it in a trash bag and giving it to Goodwill, why don't you sort it by sizes and we'll try and sell it on Facebook. So if she
keep your eyes open if you need some clothes,
right? If you need clothes, message us. If you need girls' clothes, what sizes do you have? About like a 12 up.
Yeah, maybe even some
10, 12
probably
junior sizes to like a 16
or 18.
Yeah. So if you know anybody, send them our way. We've got plenty of name brand stuff, and we are willing to make deals because we're not selling stuff individually. I ain't got time for that. We're gonna sell like this size clothes $40, this size clothes $30, whatever, depending on how much we have. So I told her if she organized it and got it all sorted, then I would sell it for her, and then any money she makes can go to her Disney like souvenir fund. So I'm sure she's excited about that. Get some more money. So yeah, that's been an ongoing project she's been working on off and on for the last 2 weeks.
I've been file folding my clothes as I put them in my drawer so I can like see them and they're all nice and organized. So
Do you like that?
I like that. I love that. Yeah.
So this afternoon, well, I guess this morning, when we were driving home, the camcorder died and I haven't charged it back up. So now I'm on my phone. But I just have to say, I feel like I've been pretty productive for a short day at home. I got all of these labels kind of put on the baskets and a couple of little pictures to kind of help Connor figure it out. Although I don't think that will make a bit of a difference because he's decided that if they're in a basket, they need to be out of the basket and on the floor. So he just dumps all the baskets on the floor. So yeah, that's super, super fun. And I was gonna make macaroni and cheese, and I got home and was like, well, what was on the menu? And I look and it was chili. So I was like, oh, I thought ahead. Okay, great. So I went ahead and I got the chili in the pot. So the chili is already done. It's just simmering. So the kids can eat it whenever they get hungry. They don't even have to wait for us to get home. So that's nice. Connor and I both have already eaten lunch. So again, that's a good one. And I was thinking there was something else. Oh, I was going to do laundry, but I decided not to because I put Killian down for a nap and I didn't want to keep going in and out of my room to get the clothes and all that kind of stuff. So I'll just do my laundry tomorrow because I'll be home all day tomorrow, so that's no big deal. So I still think there was something else I was going to say and I don't remember. But look, aren't these looking good? All this sparkle. Ooh, I don't know if the light's catching it or not, but I am loving them. I think they look really good. I still have a bunch more to do, so I have like an hour before the kids get home from school and before we have to leave. And since I already left this morning, I'm pretty much ready to go. I just have to stick my shoes on. So yeah, I think I'll get a little bit more glittering done while the baby is asleep and Connor is asleep. And I have a little bit of quiet. I haven't done much cleaning, but oh well. I got cooking done and some organizing done. I guess the letters for the toy baskets, that should count as cleaning because it's going to help organize or something like that. Whatever. It works. Are you feeding her, Connor?
I just got Belle to eat a piece of hard food because she can't take so.
That's sweet, Connor. Aw, look, she's eating it because you're giving it to her. Whoopsie, that's okay. So, it is Wednesday night. I just finished getting some glitter stuff done and wanted to just give everybody a quick update on Belle. And I realize I'm gonna hate doing this vlog, doing the editing and all that, but we decided today she's really struggling. When you try and lift her up, she's actually snapping and biting, and that's not like her. So we decided that tomorrow we are going to take her in and put her down. It's a hard decision to make, but we decided it's time, it's best. We don't want to drag it out any longer for the kids. And now that she's showing signs of being in pain, we've decided that it's time. So we are going to do that tomorrow evening. Yeah. Michaela and Matthew both want to come with us, so they're going to come with us to do that. So that will be tomorrow. I am going to go get some sleep now because I have a feeling tomorrow is... So it is Thursday afternoon. I recorded one of these this morning and I didn't like it, so I'm re-recording it now. So this is Belle. Yeah. This is our Belle. Who we're gonna put down today. Yeah. She's just in pain. We don't want her to suffer anymore. So I guess this part of the vlog isn't for anybody else but for us down the road. I'm gonna put in a bunch of pictures and stuff. I found a bunch of baby pictures of her. puppy pictures, I guess, when she was really little. Yeah. She was dumped on the side of the road when she was about, they said, between 6 and 8 weeks old. And our neighbors knew we had just bought a house and that we wanted a dog. So they asked us if she was actually a vet tech that found her. She took her in and said, everything looks good. She looks healthy. She was like, do you want her? I was like, didn't even care what she looked like. I was like, yes. And I'm going to name her Belle after a Disney princess from Beauty and the Beast because it's like my favorite Disney movie. And that was it. And she was ours. And that was maybe 12 years ago, middle of June, I guess. But she is 12 now. They figured she was born the beginning of April. So she is 12. But last night Michaela was taking her to the bathroom and she bit Michaela. And she doesn't bite. So she's definitely in pain. So we don't want to drag it out for her any longer. So we're going to take her in tonight and have her put down and cremated so that the kids can keep some of her ashes. And then we'll probably sprinkle some in the backyard where we buried our snakes that died and our cat Ron. So they're all kind of together in one spot in our yard. We were hoping she would just pass peacefully here at home. But that's not happening. So we don't want her to be in pain anymore, so we're just gonna take her in tonight. Yeah. I love you, sweet girl. As we left the vet's, Michaela asked if Gary would turn on the CD. We had the newest Josh Groban CD in there, and he turned it on and this song came on, and Michaela goes, can we skip the song? We all kind of giggled because it was fitting yet too soon for us, but I thought we needed to make a tribute to her. So this is my tribute to Belle.